Amid a global slowdown, according to the International Monetary Fund, growth in sub-Saharan Africa is expected to decelerate by 3.6% before rebounding to 4.2% in 2024, in line with the global recovery, subsiding inflation, and a winding down in monetary policy tightening. So why is the rest of the world cutting funding to Africa? Simple, they also need these funds, as funds are largely becoming scarce, with previous funding ending up in the bank accounts of corrupt politicians. And let's be honest, Africa can take care of itself. The continent is not just rich in natural and human resources, with a lot of untapped potential. But it is almost as if we have sold these rights for handouts from the very people we go begging for funds from. The cycle is really just a straight curve, from food, water, climate change vulnerability, conflict, decrease in venture capital funding, rising poverty levels, and economic meltdown. The world is clearly fighting battles of its own. For example, startup funding in Africa declined 43% in 2023, according to bendada.com.
Our analysis reveals that without any intervention, this year 2024 could continue last year's decline.
In the same vein, the film industry also got the boot on funding as Amazon Prime cut funding to Africa and the Middle East.
I've carefully evaluated our structure in the region and decided to make some adjustments to our operating model to rebalance and pivot our resources to focus on the areas that drive the highest impact and long-term success.
In a recent chat with Fisayo Fosudo, the United States Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, noted that there were massive investments being made and will still be made in the continent, as he was quite emphatic that Africa will no doubt shape the future of the world.
For the United States, Africa shaped our past, it's shaping our present, but it will absolutely shape our future.
But sub-Saharan Africa, and indeed the entire continent, is far from powerless. 4 policies, according to the International Monetary Fund, can help navigate the current turmoil. 1. Consolidating public finance and strengthening public financial management. 2. Containing inflation. 3. Allowing exchange rates to adjust while mitigating the adverse effect on the economy. And 4. Ensuring important efforts to tackle climate change do not crowd out financing for basic needs like health and education. How soon will Africans feel the effect, you ask, if ever they will? Only time will tell.